Hello world, can you see me? Maybe. Hard to tell. Okay. Tonight's featured reader is the Stinky Bagels, and so I'm going to invite Colette to come up and kind of introduce kind of what we're doing, and we'll move from there.
Hello, I didn't know I was going to be the introducer, but I'm happy to do it. So we have 3 senior poets and 1 junior poet reading for you tonight, and they're just fabulous. And if you want to see their work in another context, if you come out to Corban University to our campus and go to the Salem Center, which is just, you go up the main entrance all the way to the end, there's a gallery show of paintings, photographs, and poetry. And I forgot to bring those books tonight. There's also a book featuring all their works. Yeah, it's called The Fusion Art Show, and it's free and open to the public. You just go in and you can see it's wonderful. But you're in for a treat because they are all absolutely amazing writers and poets. And part you don't get to see about them is they're also scholars. And I enjoy having them in all my classes, and I thank Mark for featuring them tonight. So we don't have a program for you. I had some dropouts where there were going to be 7, then there were 6, and now there are 4. It's spring, it's the next to last week of the semester, everybody's busy, but they're just all they're just powerhouse 4. So I'll leave it up to you to decide how the order, okay? All right. So enjoy the show.
Hello, my name is Lizzie Lung. I am a senior at Corban. I am studying communications and creative writing because I just couldn't get enough of the English department. I was supposed to have this printed, but I left it at the restaurant right before we got here, so I will be reading from my phone. Extinct enchantments. My ancestors worshipped the mountains. I barely know their names. Progenitors and stone heaps alike obscured in triviality, a world without gods. Ravens collect trinkets now, instead of souls unable to bear broken spirits out of ash. Sky funerals forgotten amidst fog and fumes. For work, I weave words rather than cloth. Arachne archived in anthologies, dusted divinity trapped by machine-milled manuscripts, magic decaying into grammar alone. Just to clarify, am I reading all my poems and then someone else comes?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Wasn't sure if we're gonna cycle through like buttons, but. Snacks. We ate kimchi jars of garlic, thick glass walls topped with bright red plastic, sealing the marinated vapors into the freshly peeled cloves. Taking a ladle, Mother scooped out handfuls of the firm, white stone, stained light brown like a tanned hide, dripping them into our pleading hands. Dad refused to kiss her on those days. Heart of our family beat once more. I wonder if my heart is dying. I suck at breathing, and my mother has an enlarged heart, so I must have one as well. I get most things from my mother: my face, my looks, my pains, my wisdom, myself. She built me cell by beautiful cell inside of her and shaped my formless body into a woman. A woman who can stand with confidence in her place to know that she is, and that is enough. Womanhood will never mean more than my mother. My mother with her strong hands holding our family up. ingrown toenail, 2 eyes dry as frozen pears, 3 bones, hammer, anvil, stirrup, smithing sound. 4 fingers, no, 5. At least, it's normally 5, 1 for each gold ring my lover gave to me last Christmas. 6 years ago, I broke my pinky plane, synovial joint discordant, 7 days of beautiful crimson red, paint all natural upon the earth, gazing upon the cleavage, the 8-celled stage of motherhood wonders, I smile. 9 months, all it takes to form 9 orifices. If indeed a woman is being formed, a tower spun fibers folded over and over and over. 10 phalanges of each operation count in tandem, a conductor's baton snapping through the air. 11 lines, not quite wrinkles nor riverbeds in miniature, but devilish worm tunnels, carved through my palm, read me a fortune of insecurity. 12 beautiful ribbed racks, hidden beneath layers of flesh, peony pink, sunburnt pumpkin orange, buttercup yellow, an acrylic of consciousness. And finally, paper white. I want to love myself like Narcissus mid-decay, unable to tear his eyes from curved cheekbones, the shape of beauty gaunt, sallow symmetry draped, curtains of skin hovering over the waters.
Hello, I'm Silas Oliveira. I'm also a senior and just got a handful of poems here. There we go. We're All Mad Here, which was actually made with a little title switch, title swap thing we did. At the latest hours that the witches claim their own, but more than witches need the shadowy people that linger at the corners of your tired eyes. They dash to avoid the single dim streetlight that flickers through your blinds. We chase them into the skinny gap between your bed and the walls. We wrap them in cobwebs and sprinkle them into your dreams, so you'll be mad too. I also have the one I ended up getting published in that fusion art show thing, which is a quick guide to summoning the coffee fairies. 1. Make a shot of espresso, and as soon as the whir of water stops, down the choking mule kick to the tongue, bog mud brown drink. 2. Against your every desire, do not drink water, even as the bitter, sour taste threatens to drag you from this life. 3. Place a ring of coffee mugs on your kitchen floor. The number does not matter as long as the shape can be recognized as circular, but not too perfect. We are summoning fairies, not geometry lovers. 4. Fill each mug with exactly 8 coffee beans. Too few summons pixies, too many summons goblins, and if the coffee cups are full, your house will be burned in delicious, warm, coffee-smelling flames by a caffeine dragon. 5. Step through the ring. 6. The fairies will appear green as unroasted beans. 7. Offer the fairies something. Can't remember. Headache. Need coffee. And the last one I have today is another one I got published in It's a journal called Pictura, and their little online intervals, which they do in between their main publications. It's called A Little Green Bow Tie. The mug still tastes new. Tastes like pottery. Smells like nothing. But every time I sip from the rim of the gingerbread head, I see us thrifting at the vintage booths, our shoes sinking into the strange indoor turf of a garage full of grandfather's woodwork, Mother's rocks, posters, aged physically and thematically. The mugs are in the corner, a little gingerbread couple, mirroring us. They taste of sawdust, Grandma's cinnamon applesauce, and the warmth in the way you say my name. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Raya. I'm a junior at Corban University, and I am interdisciplinary there because I like to make up my own major, as some professors would say. I am in counseling psychology and creative writing. My first poem, Knocking. I measure each week by deadline, tell myself to survive until Friday, rue the morning when Monday rolls in, and feel the months slip through my weathered hands. Summer loiters on my front porch, uncertain if I'll even answer the door. She rings my doorbell anyway, hoping. Ding! I startle, glancing up for a heartbeat, breathe, and look down. My calendar is erased, the lines of my notebook are vacant, my peppermint tea has gone cold. A morgue is enthralling when it is full. Dong. Summer shuffles awkwardly outside my door. Anyone home? She calls, concerned. Summer peeks through unwashed windows, presses her ear against peeling walls, waiting. She raps her fists on the tomb's door, one last time. It always falls unnaturally silent when summer comes knocking. Gone. I was footprints in spring grass, sleet on a fogged up window shield, a sliver of glass in a tomb of desert, the cherry blossom, the fireflies lightning, the dream from childhood, the quilt your grandmother made to keep you warm. I left lunar dust in your chandelier, dog-eared memories into your scrapbooks, left my pomegranate chapstick on your dresser. Turtles and pearls and silver, why bother? Can you auction trust, sell smiles, barter love, negotiate goodbyes? The humble dew, scarlet leaves, naked apple trees, mahogany crowns, mermaid eyeshadow, diamond crosses, weary clocks, playful vibratos, vivid braces, Disney movies. My name will breathe through your rattling ghost as you gaze at spring grass. Sunset. Peach lemonade laps at the horizon, washing away the squeezed out lemon. Spoon. Sometimes when I see that there is only one dull spoon left for me, I like to think that God saved it just for me. And my last one, return. A deer follows softly into a church, pausing and studying the illuminated mosaics. Light drapes over his crown of horns, a soft chord whispered down his spine. He nuzzles the forgotten organ, hooves clip-clopping across cracked marble floors, echoing a reminder, man does not worship alone.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for adjusting that. Yeah. Hi, everyone. I'm Noah Platts. And yeah, some of you might be wondering, why is Noah in such garish colors today? Let me explain. Blue for earth and sky, blue for the sea and the sky, green for earth, red for flowers and sacrifice. So, let's see here. I had to debate the ethics of reading a Christmas poem in the spring, but in the end I decided this was a good idea. Shivering Angels. We bundle up and hop on the hay wagon to be pulled through town on a farmer's sleigh. Some kids grumble, some chatter. Some people follow in cars because they can't stand the cold. We stop at the houses belonging to the old folks who sit inside like abandoned toys, and they come to the door, smiling, for there's a new sound in the music box. The winter air makes it tinkle. We finally stop for soup and hot chocolate, cheeks as red as Rudolph's nose, throats hoarse like icy trombones. But we sang in glory like the multitude, even though we were shivering angels. This next one, it is sunny, but it has been raining a lot. Perpetual rain. It starts and stops, but it always comes. The earth becomes a muddy abyss that can never be filled with straw. Only we must tread carefully on the slippery dome covering it. You could dig 1,000 years, but dry ground would never meet you. For this rain is like the ocean falling from the sky. How long must the doors of heaven be open, like the doors on old bombers? It comes in the morning and the evening. The sun burns the clouds away at noon, and the cold freezes them at night. They fall like an idol of brittle ice. It drives me mad. But if there is a silver lining, our farms will never become deserts of dust. We do. Nothing like double rainbows. I actually do like the rain. This one, I've been doing a lot of novel writing recently, and I came up with a couple of little conclusions. The first is about imaginary friends. Sometimes imaginary friends die. Sometimes you have to kill them. And the second one is a bit of yourself. Becoming a character is like a starfish. You start out as one creature between the stone and the drifting water, and then you cut off an arm and change the color. Perhaps it digests an unlucky crab, crawls underneath some seaweed, breaks loose from its moorings, and then after floating around in the dark, cold water, it attaches itself to the underside of a dock, where you find that lost arm again. It's now half regenerated, a starfish of its own. So you show it to a friend to see what they think. Which is to say, written characters are like that cut-off arm of the starfish. They're unique, but everyone has a bit of yourself. I flew above a rain cloud. The clouds are stingy with the sun, white-winged giants with gray bellies. Their shadows pass over the land as a shadow of rain hits the minuscule farmer. Many times I wished those sun blockers would blow away as I shivered in those cold doldrums. Still, the rain hammered fresh-planted asparagus and the Little League baseball games with no partiality. One day amid a thunder of voices, a white fuselage bore me 32,000 feet. And to my surprise, a cloud cast only a shadow over the sunlit vastness. Sometimes our troubles are smaller than they seem. And for my last one, in sort of the new life context, this is about my, I believe, 15-month-old cousin. 20-pound black hole. My baby first cousin once removed, the weight of a bowling ball on a trampoline. Nothing escapes his grasp. He got bored in his playpen, so I lifted him up to the mantle, although gravity doesn't work that way. Bad idea. The gleam of his eyes, like stars gobbled up. Yummy, yum, yum! Sheets of space-time were wrinkled as he grabbed old photos, icons, angels and saints and ancestors. Finally, time caught up, and he stared himself in the mirror. Hopefully, he didn't see a new playmate. Because we need 2 black holes. Anyway, thank you guys.
terrific? Thank you very much. Thank you to the Stinky Bagels for coming. I appreciate it. So, in the back, we got two lists back there. One's for the open mic and one's for the mailing list. So if you want to read the mailing list, you sign up on that list. If you want to read the open mic, you sign on that list. There's a container back there. So that's for the Salem Poetry Festival. We're having a festival 2027. So we're raising funds to do that. There's two books back there now, which it says $10 next to them. Any amount of money, just put it in the bucket and then take the book. That'll work. And there's also cookies back there of various kinds and some wine. So we'll take a break and then eat the cookies and everything else, sign up on the lists, and then we'll come back to the open mic.